Good afternoon, my name is Sabrina Hairston and I am doing a video tonight in regard to an assignment for my psychology course called Crisis Intervention. For this particular video, there's a few things I need to address, starting with identifying a crisis. And that crisis for this assignment is domestic adoption. There are 250,000 children in the United States that will enter the foster care system every year. This information I have gathered from AdoptUsKids.org, as well as some other statistics that I will go through here shortly. The current prevalence of this particular crisis is something I'd like to address. Of the 250,000 children that were just mentioned, approximately half of them will return to their families, but more than 20,000 are going to actually age out of the system before ever being adopted. Currently, it stands that there are 104,000 U.S. children in foster care that are eligible to be adopted. And of those 104,000, 40% of those are Caucasians, 28% are African American, and 22% are Hispanic. The current community response appears low, with the numbers reflecting the way they do. And a source that I did look at from childwelfare.gov states that most Americans do favor adoption, and many have at some point considered adoption, and I am included in that percentage. However, relatively few have actually taken the concrete steps toward adopting a child, and fewer still have actually went through with the process. I would like to suggest a healthier response to this current crisis, and one of those could be educating ourselves. We could read books or talk to an individual who has actually went through the process of adopting. There are some websites we can look at, the one I mentioned, or the two that I have mentioned from the statistics that I have gathered, one of those being the childwelfare.gov, AdoptUsKids.org, and also ReachesRainbow.org also has some information regarding adoption, but Reaches Rainbow is more of an international adoption agency. Or nonprofit, excuse me. All three of the websites mentioned all have photo listings. They all have descriptions of children that are in need of adoption. And there are several things that we can do there by looking at those websites and financially assisting families who are already in the process. The healthier response would be putting action behind our well-meaning thoughts and doing something and going that extra mile, and not just thinking and hoping that these kids get adopted, but actually doing something to see that it happens. I hope you guys have a great night, and thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.